All right, what's up, everybody? Just make sure this is working. Make sure you can hear me. Alex, what's up? Can you hear me? All right, I'm gonna assume you can hear me. So I wanted to show you guys the new spot real quick, and then we'll get into the regular Q&A. Got a couple of things to unbox, so it should be a good session. Audio's fine. All right, what's up? Hassan, Western Gulag. Okay, so this is my new office slash studio space. It's actually, it's just like a one room with a little bathroom and a closet, and I'll show you around a little bit. It's actually the guest house. What's up, Eddie? It's the guest house on a larger house, which is pretty common here where I live. A lot of the bigger houses have little casitas or guest houses, either attached or detached. This one is attached to the main house, and it's actually it's perfect for me because I don't know if anybody else would really want to live here as an apartment because it doesn't have a full kitchen, but as an office, it's working. So the only thing is you might hear a little echo. I do have to treat the walls a little bit to get rid of some of that reverb, and I have some stuff in the mail that's going to help with that. What's up, Kevin Samuels? Yes, I would love to do an interview. Hit me up, send me an email. Okay, so I'll show you around a little bit, and then we'll get into the Q&A and some unboxing and some stuff. So that's the door, and actually let me see if I can swap the camera. Cool. All right, so this is like the outside. And the front door. So this is like around back of this really big house. And then you come in, I've got a little couch. This is all Craigslist, by the way. So it's like, got this couch, Crate and Barrel from Craigslist. Ethan Allen lamp, 40 bucks. And then this rug is probably temporary because I don't love the way it looks, but I needed something big in here, right away. So. And then here's my little desk setup. This actually isn't the desk that I normally use. I have a standing desk that's like adjustable, and I'm probably gonna bring that in and put it over there. But I like this table, using it as a desk right now, but it's cool because I can film around again. So I can film going that way at the table. And you'll see I have two videos coming up the next couple days where I film sitting at the table, kind of doing like product review, unboxing style videos, and I think that works out pretty well. So that's that, and then when I actually film like myself talking, I'll be against this wall right here. So I think that's gonna work out all right. And then I'll show you around, I'll show you the rest of it. So this is my little storage area. I've got all the stuff that I haven't reviewed yet or just, holding on to. Some Beard brand stuff. Some Hans Fuko. That's a one blade package. I gotta open that up. Some Ace Marks shoe care stuff. This is a little box of sample fragrances. So I've been testing out a lot of fragrances. Little light reading, and then of course got the bare essentials in the fridge, the beer and the Korean takeout. And then over here, this is like, I don't really know what this is. I'll probably put my microphone here for the podcast recording, and then I'll probably put the sewing machine here too, because I've been getting into DIY alterations a little bit. I want to make some videos showing you guys how to do some of that stuff. This leather bag, by the way, is going to be featured in Tuesday's video. And then here's the closet, a nice big closet, which is great. Got a little shoe rack, my actual camera, I'm using the iPhone right now. And then some more storage, some clothes. And then the bathroom, little shower. Probably won't be using this too much, but you know, for hairstyling videos and stuff. Got some product. And then actually, this reminds me, I'm supposed to open this up, so we'll open this up today. And I'll go ahead and put the camera down and we'll do a regular Q&A style video. So, 1 second. All right, I got one of those like little Gorilla Pod stands, so it takes a minute to adjust things. All right. So, how's it going with you guys? Hope everybody's having a good weekend. Whoever said Starbucks is gross, Starbucks cold brew is some of the best. And I've had all the fancy local coffee shop cold brew, and I still think that Starbucks is where it's at least for cold brew. I don't really like their actual coffee, their hot coffee that much, but their cold brew is solid. So let me pull up the comments and we'll start taking questions. And by the way, this box back here, FrameBridge, it's like this online framing company that I'm doing a little review for to get some artwork up here on the wall. So that will be nice because, as you can see, it's much needed. All right. Pop out the chat. Okay, so Kevin, Sean, Eddie, Jonas, Michael, Jaques? I don't know how to say your name. Mike D, Wrestling Machine, No Tease Hanley. Well, my Tease Hanley is at my house, so my actual bathroom, you know, because I use it. But yeah, maybe I'll have to bring some extra Tease to the studio. Okay. Let's see here. Good leather jacket under $200. Oh man, under $200. I mean, you're not gonna get like a super high quality leather jacket under $200 because just to buy the actual leather, to buy enough leather to make a jacket, you want one that's made from top grain leather or full grain leather, and it's expensive. So under $200, you know, you're probably going to be looking at some sort of leather alternative or like genuine leather, which kind of sucks. So honestly, under 200, I mean, I'd say maybe consider a different style of jacket or just focus solely on fit and don't really, you know, think about quality too much. I would say just check out, you know, some of the lower end stores like ASOS and H&M and Zara and places like that. I mean, you might be able to get something on sale somewhere else, but maybe like during like a Nordstrom sale or something. But I don't know, man. Leather jackets, you usually get what you pay for. So under 200 is going to be tough to get something really good. My favorite is the Peter Manning lambskin leather jacket, and I think that's 500 or 400 maybe. All right. Any tips for what kind of sweaters, jumpers you can buy for all seasons that you can put over an Oxford shirt? Well, if you usually the kind of sweater that you would put over like a button-up would be a V-neck wool sweater, or merino wool. Those, you can get a lightweight merino wool, but I mean, those aren't going to be as good for warmer seasons. I mean, I probably wouldn't layer a sweater over a button-up shirt if it wasn't like fall or winter, you know? It's just too hot. But if you did want more of like an all-season, I would go for like a lightweight wool, like a tropical weight wool, or cotton. You know, go for like a lightweight cotton sweater. That'd probably be better than wool. Is it acceptable to wear a black leather jacket and brown leather shoes? Yeah, that's fine. I think that's fine. Where do you find some short length sweaters? You feel like all the ready to wear sweaters are too long? Yeah, it's tough. I mean, brands like Peter Manning and Jimmy Au are going to have actual shorter length sweaters. Otherwise, you can get them hemmed by a tailor um, that knows how to handle knits, like heavy knits, like sweaters. But I found that it's usually the sleeves that are too long. Usually the overall length isn't that bad. Like, for example, the extra small merino wool sweaters from Express and Slim Fit, I think are pretty decent in terms of length. But the sleeves are too long. And so in which case you can like roll them up a little bit, like kind of create a little cuff, or you can take them to the tailor. All right. Mike D from Mexico. How's it going, man? I have a navy jacket that is orphaned. I got a navy jacket that is orphaned. I got another pair of slacks, but they don't match. Can I wear them together? Oh, yeah. I wouldn't wear... The problem with mixing and matching, wearing like odd trousers or an odd jacket, is if it's the same color, like if they're both navy, it's going to look like you just have a suit that doesn't really match, you know? So I would, if you have a navy jacket, I would wear them with like charcoal trousers. That's a good solid combo. You could wear it with olive trousers or dark brown, you know, so other colors that aren't blue. All right. So your last video talks about Peter Manning's skinny jeans, and I was wondering if you think they're worth the price. They're better alternatives. I think they're worth the price. I mean, they're not all that expensive for high quality jeans. You could pay a lot more for high quality jeans. So yeah, I think the Peter Manning jeans are great. You know, you don't have to get them hemmed, so you save $20 right there. You know, $25 depending on where you live. So yeah, I think they're worth the price. Better alternatives. I mean, I guess it kind of depends on what you like. I mean, you know, they only have the one style right now in the Peter Manning skinny stretch jeans. So if you want a different color or a different wash or a different style, obviously you'd have to go with a different brand. But if you like the way they look, I fully recommend them. What's the closest you found to chinos that fit like the Banana Republic Fulton? That's a good question. I found some a while ago at Urban Outfitters that were pretty similar. I forget what they were called. Oh man, that's a good question. Ministry of Supply used to make a pair of chinos that fit similarly, but now they don't. Now their chinos are a little baggier. They don't fit as well. Man, I don't know. But I haven't really... I got to try some new brands for chinos and see if there's anything. 'Cause I would like something that's maybe a little higher quality than Banana Republic, but the same fit as like the Fulton, especially like the stretch Fulton. So I'll have to do some research about that. Do you trim or shave your armpits? Do you think it reduces odor and sweat? I don't. I don't trim or do any sort of hair removal anywhere except for on my face and my head. I don't know if it reduces odor or sweat. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a very hairy person, you know, so, but yeah, I guess you could try, but yeah, I don't know. You'd have to probably ask somebody who has done it just to see. I imagine it might get pretty itchy, you know, if you trimmed, because when your hair is really short, it's kind of pokey versus when it gets longer, it softens up. So yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one. All right, how do you know what size leather jacket to order online? Well, I mean, most places have returns, lots of times free returns. So it's not that risky, but I would just go by the size chart. I try to find reviews, and you know, if all else fails, send a tweet or an email or call the company and ask them, tell them, say, hey, I'm whatever, 5'6", 130 pounds, what size should I get? Just reviewed Aqua de Gio, Profumo, and also use Tige. Kevin Samuels, I'll check out your channel, man. I don't think I've seen your videos yet. Christian, been checking out your podcast. Keep it up. Thank you, sir. Yeah, Christian is referring to the Buttoned Up podcast, which is a podcast I co-host with a guy named John Shanahan, another YouTuber. His channel is called The Cavalier. And it's we basically take the first half of the episode, about 15 minutes, and we just chat about our channels and YouTube and menswear brands and stuff like that. And then we take the second half and we interview a guest, like another YouTuber or a brand owner or something, and we just ask them about their business, and it's pretty cool. It's very casual, but yeah, it's a cool podcast if you like, I don't know, entrepreneurial podcasts, or just want to see behind the scenes, or just geek out on menswear, new menswear brands and stuff like that. So called the Buttoned Up podcast. All right. Have you had any experience with Fry boots or shoes? I had one pair of Fry loafers, like maybe 3 years ago, and I think they ran a little big, and for that reason they weren't very comfortable. But I've heard good things. I just haven't really bought anything after that one pair of loafers. Bought a pair of blue suede Chelsea boots for fall season. How can I pull them off? Yeah, I have a pair of blue suede chukkas that they're similar to Chelsea's. They kind of occupy the same spot in your wardrobe, you can wear them with jeans. You can wear them with chinos. So blue suede Chelsea boots. You can wear them with dark wash jeans, light wash jeans, even black jeans. You can wear them with like olive chinos, tan chinos, all kinds of stuff. They're very versatile. So I'd say just try, experiment and assume that they go with whatever you're wearing, and see how it goes, because I think they're a little more, I think blue suede, especially dark blue suede, is more versatile than people think. All right. Acting like Sean, you're drunk. What are some good underwear brands you can recommend? Are you going to do a video on purchasing underwear? I will do a video on underwear. I have some opinions on underwear. I definitely value like really comfortable underwear, and I've tried all the brands that you see recommended, by YouTubers. I've tried all those brands, and so I could recommend some of my favorites. I don't think there's one brand that's necessarily best for everybody, because it kind of depends on what you value in terms of like looks versus comfort versus ease of care. I think it depends if you travel. I think there's better underwear for travel, better underwear for home. Some of the most comfortable underwear doesn't look that good, and vice versa. So it kind of depends. But some of my favorite brands, I think Tanny is some of the best looking underwear, and it's very comfortable. I think Ex Officio is great for travel because it tends to stay clean. It's easy to clean. It dries really fast. MeUndies is a good like middle ground. Like, it's comfortable, it looks good, it's very soft. It's modal, so it's better than cotton. Saxx is very comfortable. So there's a whole brand of underwear that has like a lining built in, like a pouch built in, which I don't like. A lot of guys like the sheath underwear. I think it's kind of overkill. Like, I don't need that much stuff built into the underwear. But I do like this one brand called Saxx, because it just has a very low-key pouch in there that kind of supports things, and it's very comfortable. So that's a good brand. And then Ribbed Tee, who makes some of my favorite undershirts, just came out with a boxer brief that's very, very comfy. I'm wearing them right now, and they're super comfy. So yeah, there's a bunch of brands. I'll do a video. Oh, Lululemon. Lululemon is a great underwear brand, although it's kind of expensive. So I'll do a video, just like an underwear roundup video, and kind of put all that in a better video format. Collar or collarless leather jacket. I kind of like the collarless, or like the stand-up collar, better than the fold-down collar. Feudal Duel. Long time, no chat. All right, Daniel Millard. What kind of casual boots do you recommend purchasing? Okay, I think if you could only have one pair of boots, I'd say probably like a dressy work boot. Like probably the most iconic example of this would be like the Wolverine 1000 Mile or the Alden Indy boot. You could also go with a chukka, like an ankle boot, like a brown ankle boot. And any of those would work. In fact, I have a bunch of boots, I think, here. So let me just show you. Get a couple pairs. So for example, these are very old Cole Haan. Obviously, they need to shine, but I mean, I've had these things forever. That is an extremely versatile pair of shoes. Just a brown leather chukka style boot or ankle boot. These. Whoa, camera's freaking out here. Sorry about that. Okay, these are like a 6-inch dress work boot. I say dress work boot because you're probably not going to actually wear these to like a construction site or something, but they're a work boot style. That's also a very, very versatile pair of boots. More casual than the ankle boot, but not too far off. You know, they look really good with jeans, chinos, whatever. Another great type of boots is the suede chukka, or the desert boot. These have like British military heritage. That's why they're called the desert boot. But these are also very versatile in gray. And then, of course, the Chelsea boot. And you could do this in any color. I think this tan suede is kind of classic, but that's another very versatile type of boot. So honestly, you couldn't go wrong with any of those. I mean, those would all be good choices for, you know, your first pair of casual boots. All right. Turn this back here. I'm not used to like the vlogging setup, you know, it's like carrying a camera around, and so it's kind of clumsy. Just get that back. Okay. So, what else? Love that your channel is directed towards shorter men. Wonder if you could do a video for the younger man who still goes to school. It would be amazing. Hello from Sweden. Yeah, I could do like a school style or like back to school or something. I've seen a lot of YouTubers doing the back to school videos. Could definitely do that. I mean, I like very casual style, so I think, you know, I think I could give some example outfits or some tips about that. Should I buy Paul Evans or Allen Edmonds? I don't know. I would lean toward Allen Edmonds. I have a pair of the Allen Edmonds Park Avenues that I really like. I don't actually have any Paul Evans. You know, I haven't tried them out or worked with them. I remember, so one time I wrote a post for Effortless Gent about shoes, and I remember I recommended Allen Edmonds, and one of the founders of Paul Evans jumped into the comments section and was kind of trashing Allen Edmonds, and I don't know, it left a bad taste in my mouth, and so I haven't really sought out that brand, but I have heard good things. I mean, I think their shoes look pretty good. I don't know how they hold up or anything because I've never actually worn them. So I guess I would lean toward Allen Edmonds, but I would go with, they're both going to be high quality shoes. I would probably go with which one had the styles that you were looking for. Okay. What are the main shoes a guy should own? Go to Effortless Gent and read. I wrote a post called 6 Pairs of Shoes, and that's the 6 pairs that I think everybody should own. You could also, if you look at my video, I think it's called Minimalist Shoe Collection. It's my, like, I think it's like 12 pairs of shoes that I think is like a complete shoe collection. So you can check that out too. All right, hair products for thinning hair. I think for thinning hair, you probably have to, it's probably more of like how you style it. You know, my hair is like crazy thick, so I have like the opposite problem. Like I want to like tame it down. But I think for thinning hair, you're gonna want to use some sort of pre-styler and then blow dry as you style to get some volume, and use something that's not too heavy. You know, something that provides some moldability, I guess, but that's not going to weigh you down. Also, don't use that much product, because a lot of times I think it's like if you use like a cream or a paste or something like that, if you use too much on thin hair, it just flattens it out and weighs it down. So, you know, use a little less than you think, and a lot of these products go a long way. So you could try, yeah, I'd go for like the creams or the pastes, like the kind of, medium hold products that are gonna just give you a little bit extra texture without too much weight. All right. What's some of your go-to colognes at the moment? This summer I've been wearing, let's see, what is it called? Versace Man Eau Fraiche, Nautica Voyage a little bit, Invictus Aqua, what else? Mont Blanc Legends. I'd say those are probably like the 4 that I've been wearing the most. Also, what's it called? Bulgari Aqua Amara. That's a nice one. So I've been rotating between those. All right. Banana Republic has a friends and family sale, by the way. Yes, thanks for the heads up. Christian, Banana Republic is currently having a really good sale, so that's cool. All right, Wrestling Machines 28. I started talking to a 27-year-old female, but I'm 19. What are some pros and cons? Oh, man. I don't know. I mean, you know, this might sound judgy, but like a 27-year-old woman, if she's showing interest in a guy that young, like usually women go for older guys because women tend to mature a little faster than men. At least that's what they say. So if she's 27 and she's talking to a 19-year-old guy, I don't know, man. I mean, I might wonder, you know, why she's interested in someone much younger than her versus someone her age or older, but that's not necessarily a deal breaker. I'm just saying that's like the first thing that I think of. But pros and cons, I don't know, man. I don't know. I never dated someone that much older than me. Can you recommend a good beard trimmer? I use the Wall Life Proof series trimmers. I forget what the reference or what the model number is, but I like Wall. It's WAHL. Because they come with, like, you can use one and it pretty much takes care of everything. It comes with the, you know, the foil, like close shave, swivel head, and it comes with different extensions, you know, that you can use to get different lengths and, you know, precision trimmer and all that stuff. So, but honestly, I mean, it seems like every brand, Norelco, Wall, you know, Phillips, it seems like all these brands have like pretty good trimmers now. Not having a beard, I can't really like test them out, but they all seem pretty legit. So I just find one that you know, make sure it has, like, are you looking for an all-in-one product, or are you going to have multiple products that do different things? I don't think you can go wrong with any of the highly rated ones on Amazon. All right, are you going to grow a beard this winter or keep it clean? I'm going to keep it clean, man. I can't, I've let it go for maybe like a month, maybe 6 weeks. And it just, I don't know, it just doesn't quite, like, it doesn't come in here as much as I want it to, and it just kind of looks sloppy. So, I mean, maybe if I was going to be like secluded, like in a cabin by myself for 6 months, I definitely wouldn't shave. But being that I have to make videos and, I don't know, see people, yeah, I'm not going to grow a beard anytime soon. All right, Leland, glad you saw the video on Ash and Erie. So Ash and Anvil just changed their name to Ash and Erie, just FYI. Yeah, their shirts are fit a lot of guys really well. I mean, it's, you know, I think when guys who haven't tried one of the specialty brands like Ash and Erie or Peter Manning or Jimmy Owls or, you know, any of these brands, and you put on a shirt that fits well off the rack, that's the right length, that is a great feeling. It's an awesome. That's how I felt when I put on you know, Peter Manning clothes for the first time, and Ash and Anvil too. And Ash and Anvil actually has jeans now, which I haven't tried yet, but I'm really looking forward to putting those on because that's pretty cool. That now we have a few different places to get jeans with shorter inseams. I think they go down to 26 or 27 inch inseams. All right, Jeanette, do you wear any other type of accessories besides watches, like bracelets? If so, what and from where? Yeah, I wear, so I usually wear a watch. This is, by the way, the the Casio FW, I'm trying to get it out of the light, F84W, which is kind of like the F91W that you see a lot, except for this one's just slightly different. So I usually wear a watch, and then I'll wear a bracelet sometimes. I have a couple, I really like just silver cuff style bracelets. So they just kind of go around, and they don't clasp, they're just a cuff. My favorite one is this silver, it's like a very small silver cuff. It was made by a Navajo metal worker, and it's 100% silver, and it's got these really cool little etchings in it. So it was a gift, and I do really like that. Sometimes I'll wear that. I'll wear a watch and then that on the other arm, but that's like as much as I'll wear in terms of accessories. Eddie, so you're subscribed to the Cavalier. That's sweet. Yeah, John's channel, the Cavalier, is cool. It's different than a lot of the other channels. It's different than my channel. He doesn't do like any sponsorships, at least right now. He does like a lot of unboxings and reviews, and he's very like very objective, and he's trying to be like very like Consumer Reports, Wirecutter, just very solid information, and it's good stuff. So definitely check that out. I think he's got like 13,000 subscribers now. Honestly, I'm surprised he doesn't have way more. So yeah, one day I think he will. So definitely check it out now. Okay, Matt Sanchez, do you like the standing collar design of the Peter Manning leather jacket? I actually love that collar design because, and I think it has to do a little bit with my frame. Like I have kind of a thin neck, so the standing collar helps a little bit. I don't like when a jacket has no collar at all, like a band collar on a jacket, and I don't really like the fold down collar on leather jackets. So I love the standing collar. I think that's like perfect for me at least, but I could see that other guys might want something else. I think it's kind of a good mix between like a classic jacket and like a moto style, like a more modern one. But yeah, it's not for everybody. Could you wear your leather jacket and show how one should fit on a guy? Let me see if I have it. I might have it. One second. Not sure if I have it here. I do. All right, so this is the Peter Manning lambskin leather jacket in brown. And so it's got, on the cuffs, it's got 2 buttons. So, depending on what I was wearing underneath, I'd probably do the smaller width on both sides here. And this is what Matt is talking about, the standing collar. So it's not like a fold down collar, it stays up. So this is pretty much it. I have somewhat short arms for my build, I will say, so keep that in mind. Yeah, this is one of my favorite jackets. Obviously, I wouldn't wear it with this outfit, but it's still a little too hot here in Arizona. But this is pretty much, how it should fit. Like this is perfect fit. Granted, the sleeves. I think they're a great length. But if you had slightly longer arms, that'd be fine too. But yeah, this is one of my favorites. All right, it's too hot in here. I gotta take this off. I also did a full review on this jacket on the blog, so you can check that out. If you Google Peter Manning leather jacket review, it's the first thing that'll pop up. Leo, howdy. For a chubby, big belly guy, 5'7", 48 waist, how do you suggest dressing? Always untucked button-down shirts and loose t-shirts. See, I think that's actually the mistake that a lot of bigger guys make. Loose t-shirt is like not a flattering look if you're a bigger guy. I would wear more fitted clothes, and also I wouldn't be afraid to tuck them in either. Now if you're dressing up like business casual or business formal, I would highly recommend suspenders instead of a belt, because that way you can control exactly where your pants are. You don't have to make the choice, you know, under the belly or above the belly, like near the belly button. You can control exactly where they are by adjusting the length of the suspenders. It's gonna be more comfortable. Suspenders are like a must, I think, for bigger guys who have, you know, bellies and who dress up in business casual or business formal. For more casual clothing, I think button-up shirts are great. They could be untucked or tucked in, but I mean, you just got to make sure they fit. And you know, wearing looser clothing isn't a good look, I don't think, for anybody, including bigger guys. I would make sure that your clothes fit closely without being tight. So kind of the same stuff goes for any build. But when I see, sometimes I see a bigger guy wearing like clothes that are too big for him, it's like, you gotta still, no matter if you're bigger or smaller, you gotta wear clothes that fit, because it's gonna kind of downplay your weight a little bit, and it's gonna actually make you look thinner if you wear clothes that fit well. So that would be my advice. My waist size is like 29 inches around actual. All right, color palette and selecting clothes. That's a good question, and actually I want to do a video soon about color and like simple style, and because I've done a couple lookbook videos recently, and I always get comments from people that are like, your style's so boring, man, like you need to be more trendy, or like you dress like my dad, or you know. And I'm just like, I think style, first of all, it's a tool. It's a tool that can be used in different ways. I'm using it in one way, but it's intentional, and that's why I want to tell people, like, it is intentional. I'm not just, I'm choosing simple, somewhat plain style because that's what suits me. I don't want to call attention to myself, you know. I think good style is like a good referee. It doesn't make mistakes, and no one notices it half the time because it didn't make a mistake. But if you want to call attention to yourself or stand out, you can use style to do that too. That's just not how I use it, but that's fine. I think that the other part of it is, if you want a versatile wardrobe, if you don't want to own a lot of clothes, but you want to be ready for any occasion, any season, I think that you have to go with a simple color palette because you have to maximize interchangeability. And that's what I go for. So, you know, my color palette is gray, navy, black, white, brown, olive, and maybe burgundy, and that's about it, you know, and like light blue. And you can mix and match those colors in any combination, and it makes putting together an outfit really easy. And the cool thing is, if you have a wardrobe like that, you can always spice it up. You can always throw on a bold accessory or a crazy pair of socks or shoes. You know, you could swap out one thing and then you'll stand out. You'll have an outfit that's much more bold, much more trendy, whatever. But if your wardrobe is full of bold, trendy items, it's going to be impossible to mix and match. So I personally, I'd rather have, you know, kind of boring, plain, solid colors in a consistent color palette. You know, relatively timeless stuff, and that's what I'm going for. But it doesn't mean that it's the only way to dress. You know, it's just kind of how I approach style. All right. What's the best boot brands you've encountered? Honest, not by sponsors or plugs. Well, it's funny, man, because like, so the only, well, I guess one of my recent sponsors has been Thursday Boots, and you guys have seen Thursday Boots all over YouTube. I really, really like them, honestly. And I have bought $500 boots from Alden, and I returned them, or I sold them because I didn't think they were comfortable. And granted, it's probably just the shape of my foot and the shape of that particular last or that particular shoe, but I like my Thursday boots more than those $500 Alden Indy 403s, you know? So, you know, a lot of it is personal. It just has to do with the shape of your foot. But I don't really like a super, super heavy work boot. Like, I want something that's like relatively lightweight, and I think that the Thursday Boots construction is just a little lighter weight. It's kind of like similar to like Ace Marks shoes, like Ace Marks versus like Allen Edmonds, like it's just a lighter shoe. So yeah, boots. I think Thursday is one of the better brands that I found recently, and it helps that their prices are very, very reasonable. So if I could recommend one, I think that would be it right now. All right, is there a belt you can recommend aside from Anson? 20, it's difficult to find. Yeah, it's tough, man. It's really tough to find belts. Geez, yeah. And if you're in the LA area, you can go to Jimmy Ow's. They have a bunch of belts in shorter sizes, smaller sizes. You can shop in the boys section. There's a lot of good belts that are, shorter, like 28, 26, 30, in the boys section of department stores and online. So you could try that. But it's tough. It's tough to find belts, especially like the problem is like I can usually find belts that are short enough, but I can't find thin ones. I mean, even Anson belts are what they're 1.5 inches wide or 1.25. I wish they made 1 inch, So hopefully they will soon. But I actually really like 1 inch belts, especially for dress belts. I think 1.5 is way too wide for a dress belt. All right, Christian, lookbooks are time consuming. They are. The last fall one was on point. Thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah, that last video, if you guys haven't checked that out, check it out. It's a fall lookbook featuring some of the new Peter Manning stuff. Yeah, I mean, first of all, like that video was really, really fun to make, and it was, I'm proud of it. That's the kind of video that I want to make. Like, yes, it was sponsored, but it was a really good sponsor that I've been a fan of for 5 years now. They make clothes for short men, so it's a perfect fit for the channel. The video was helpful, a video like that, as opposed to a video with just me talking to the camera, takes like, I spent three full days on it. Like not like, working a couple hours, like 3 8 to 10 hour days on that video. But it's awesome, and that's the kind of content that I want to make. I don't want to just make quick me talking to the camera every day. So, but actually I'd like to hear, like, what do you guys want? Like, what kind of content do you want? Do you want more content or like less content, but that's like more produced, like that fall lookbook video? Let me know, because I think right now YouTube is rewarding quantity over quality, and I would prefer to put out quality over quantity. But yeah, let me know what you think. All right, are you interested in the next iPhone? Yeah, I usually get the newest iPhone when it comes out, just because usually the camera's a little better. By the time the new one comes out, my old one has slowed down a little bit. I have the 7 right now. My only problem with these new iPhones is they're too big. I mean, I think they're actually too big. I'd rather have a phone that was like the size of like the iPhone 5, but like less of a bezel, like less of a frame around the screen. But even the iPhone 7, like I can't get my thumb all the way to the top corner of the phone, like from like here to there, So I think they've gotten too big. So if the iPhone 8's bigger, I'm not gonna get it. Excuse me. Let's see. Would you do another one for fall? Yeah, I could do. I was thinking about doing another lookbook video for fall, but like business casual, like a more like dressy video. So I don't know if you guys would want to see that, if you just want to see more casual outfits. All right. Do you think it's better to show some gray hair? Salt and Pepper, Simply Used products, like Just for Men, not sponsored. So I did try the Just for Men Control GX stuff for a little while, because you can see I have some silvers, but here are my thoughts on it. First of all, do whatever you want. Like if you want to look younger, then it's okay to color your hair, whether you get that professionally done or you use that Just for Men shampoo. Do it. But I, for one, don't mind the salt and pepper look. I think it's kind of cool, actually. So I'm going all natural. I'm letting it happen and just kind of embracing it. So that's where I stand. All right, you're 6'1", 150 pounds. Any brands for t-shirts and polos? I mean, it seems like pretty much everything would fit you pretty well. Like, Express Slim Fit, H&M Slim Fit. Yeah, 6'1", 150. I mean, I don't know. You shouldn't have a problem finding stuff that fits, but let me know what the specific problem is. James M, I feel like I'm always wearing the same clothes. Could you give some advice on mixing clothes up? I usually wear the same outfits, just changing a polo shirt or shirt. I mean, if you change the shirt, then that should change the outfit. You can also change the shoes and like your watch or something. So for example, you can take the same outfit, change your watch, shoes, and like sunglasses, and then boom, you have like a pretty different outfit. So I think changing your shoes is one good way to do it. Obviously changing your shirt. It's a lot easier during the fall and winter because you can throw on a different jacket and then you have a totally different outfit. It's a little harder during the summer, and it's like if you're only wearing shorts and a t-shirt, it's kind of hard, to spice up that outfit or to make it unique. But yeah, I would say embrace the interchangeability and don't worry about it too much. All right. Let's see. Would you ever buy Boda Skins leather jacket? I haven't heard of that. Are bomber jackets good? Yeah, bomber jackets are cool. I haven't been able to find one that really fits me that well, so I think they look pretty cool. They are like they got super trendy somehow. They just got so trendy, and so I don't know if they're gonna go away or what. What's your J job? I mean, this is all I do. The Modest Man website and YouTube channel. Best color palette for Asian guys who have light brown skin and black hair. I mean, I'd say, any colors are gonna work. I'd say that if you have really dark hair and really light skin, you're a high contrast person, so you're gonna look good in high contrast outfits. So for example, you wouldn't look as good in all white as you would in black and white, because you have a high contrast face, light skin, dark hair. So you're gonna wanna build some high contrast into your outfit. And you can do that in a lot of ways, but pay attention to contrast more than color. All right, more content. iPhone SE, it's a good suggestion. What colors do you think look good with pink? Pink, I would say olive looks good with pink, looks really good. Light brown looks really good with pink. White looks good. Almost any shade of blue. So yeah, it kind of depends. Like, pink blazer. Pink blazer. I mean, I would say probably keep the rest of the outfit pretty tame because a pink blazer is that's a bold piece. So I'd probably go with like a white shirt and like light brown slacks or olive slacks. I think that would look really good, or navy slacks. All right. Bite the bullet and pay for production. Yeah, I thought about. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I like the video creation process, but I thought about hiring like an editor and just completely outsourcing the editing because it is fun and I like that fall video. That was really fun to make, but it is so time consuming, and so it would be a little. I think if I could find an editor who really understood. It'd probably take a while, to like get to know each other, like who really understood like what I was going for, and also had like really good editing chops. I think that would, I mean, that's something I would definitely pay for at this point. Oxford shirt versus dress shirt, what's the difference? I mean, a dress shirt, Oxford shirt's probably gonna have a button-down collar. It's gonna be like a heavier material, like a heavier cotton. And it might have other casual details like a chest pocket. A dress shirt, an actual dress shirt, it's not gonna have a button-down collar. It's probably gonna have like a long point collar or a spread or semi-spread or whatever, full spread. It probably won't have a pocket, and it's probably gonna be like a finer material. All right, message you via YouTube. Can you hit me up on email? It's brock@themodestman.com. Did you, I don't know what that means. How do you wear dark gray? Dark gray chinos, casual. Could you wear sneakers with chinos? Yes, you can wear sneakers with chinos. I mean, dark gray chinos, that's like, it's a neutral color, you know, so they go with anything. Gray looks good with white, black, burgundy, or navy, I would say are the colors that, they'll look really good with gray. Also green, actually. Green looks good. Like a dark green and gray. Let's see. Experience with raw denim. I'm not like too into the denim scene. I mean, raw denim, as far as I know, is just it's untreated. It's not washed, so it's not shrunk. You know, it hasn't been washed or dried basically. So it's not pre-shrunk. The color is not faded or worn or anything, like, because it hasn't. Like when you wash it, sometimes like some of that inky indigo dye will wash out on that first wash. So that's all raw denim is. So I don't think raw denim really changes how you would wear jeans. You know, whether it's raw denim or not, I think it's the same basically. So I know some people prefer it, but wear them for work. I mean, if you're wearing jeans to work, it's either casual Friday or you work in a casual environment. In which case you could probably, you know, wear it with a casual button-up shirt would be the way to go. If you are wearing it in like a business casual setting, you probably wouldn't want to wear jeans unless it was casual Friday, and then you could wear it with like a tucked-in button-up shirt and a blazer over, or no blazer. But yeah, I mean, jeans, I don't think it really matters if it's raw denim or not. It doesn't really change the way you would wear it. All right, full vid about how to style a leather jacket. Yes, that's a great idea, and I will do that. Wrestling machine. Are you a video editor? All right. Let's see, Anthony. Yeah, I didn't see your question, man. What did you ask? I don't know if they're like blocking your questions or something, but I didn't see your question. What else we got here? Leather jackets. I mean, I just showed that leather jacket by Peter Manning. That's my favorite one currently. Every time I wear a shirt, most places super big on the arm. I was wondering what brands can skinny dudes buy. The armhole's too big. I mean, most like modern brands should have pretty good armholes, like, I don't know, J. Crew, you know, H&M, ASOS, Club Monaco, higher end brands like Gant, Taylor Stitch. You know, these brands should have pretty slim, high armholes. Now, if you're buying like, you know, Tommy Hilfiger, Calvin Klein, Nautica, like these like department store mall brands, they're probably not going to have small armholes. So I'll try to shop at the brands that are geared toward younger people. Is Gant a cool brand or not? I have some Gant rugger stuff. I have like a casual sport coat and a polo shirt that fits really, really well from Gant rugger. Okay. I don't remember if I asked you before. What was your first job ever? What did you do and where did you work specifically? My first job, I mean, I had a lot of jobs, you know, throughout high school and college, but after college, my first job was at a like marketing communications company. I was an account manager, so I just kind of met, you know, I was like a project manager basically. It was a small company, so titles didn't mean much. I met with clients and I managed designers and stuff like that. My last job before doing this full time was as a search engine specialist and web producer at a nonprofit on the online marketing team, and that was at AARP, that big nonprofit that you might have heard of, and that was actually a really good job. That was a cool place to work, and that was the last corporate, I guess, like real job 9 to 5 that I had. All right. I heard you weren't supposed to wash raw denim and that you're supposed to put it in the freezer. I've heard that too. I don't think you're supposed to wash jeans in general unless they really need it. You know, if they smell bad or if they have a stain, then you should clean it. But otherwise, you don't really need to wash jeans. Marvel or DC? Marvel, with the exception of Batman. I love Batman. What do you think is the best shoes that you can dress up and dress down throughout the year? I'd say the brown leather ankle boot, or chukka, is probably the most versatile. Did you let Anthony say what? Anthony said, I don't know what that means. You show your face when you do these style videos. Yeah, I mean, I think the only video that I didn't show my face was that last one, that fall lookbook, and that was only because it was the first one I did in this new space, and I'm still figuring out like the cropping and all that stuff. So, but I usually show my face in photos and videos and stuff. So I agree, it's better to get the full frame and show face. And also, like, I want to show you like what glasses and sunglasses I'm wearing and stuff, a haircut, and so yeah, I agree. Face is better than cutting it off. What's your favorite restaurant? I mean, probably like a local restaurant here in Tucson, but I'd say favorite like chain. I barely ever eat fast food, but if I do, my weakness is the Chick-fil-A Spicy Chicken Deluxe. That'd be my weakness. Or like Five Guys or something like that. Big fan of your work. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, Bet, can you name brands that I can actually afford on a high school student budget? Yeah, H&M, ASOS. What are some other? I mean, H&M. Here's the thing. I almost like hate supporting H&M because you just know that they're not really focused on quality or ethical production. At the same time, I'm wearing their shorts right now, you know, because they just make clothes that fit. So H&M actually has a bunch of really good stuff. I prefer not to buy from there, but they are a good brand, especially if you're on a budget. What's up, Brandon? Brandon Betancourt. All right, here's the question. Anthony Catalano, here's the question. I apologize, I already answered. Would you recommend sizing down one size for a leather jacket compared to your proper shirt size? It depends on how you want to wear it. I mean, like, I like to wear leather jackets over a couple layers. So I like to wear like a lightweight vest underneath. So like maybe a t-shirt, a lightweight vest, and then a leather jacket. So in that case, I wouldn't want to size down because I have to be able to get some layers under there. At the same time, leather is probably going to loosen up a little bit. So it's better to get a leather jacket that's a little bit too tight than a little bit too loose. But you don't want it to be like skin tight or anything because then you won't be able to get any layers under it. So, I mean, if it were me, I'd probably order both sizes and then return the one that I didn't like. And I would err on the side of it being a little bit too tight. All right. Leaving for college in Florida next week. Any other tips other than the hot weather hacks? Oh, man. Yeah, I'd probably stock up on like some linen shorts and shirts, extra underwear, extra like face wipes and body wipes and deodorant. You know, just stuff to make you comfortable. I mean, it's going to be so humid and so hot, so just, you know, get stuff just to make you comfortable. Definitely get yourself some shorts that fit really well, some t-shirts, you know, polos, just short sleeve stuff, no-show socks, you know, some low-cut sneakers. Good luck. All right. Reader Blue, got terrible acne, using a bunch of different stuff. Okay, so if you have acne, here's the truth, and I'm gonna do a video about acne because there's so much nonsense out there about acne myths and acne science and all this stuff. All that stuff you're using, the Koji soap, the Aveeno, the exfoliant, the toner, the sunscreen, the tea tree, that is not going to clear up your acne. You need acne fighting ingredients to clear up your acne. And the two big ingredients are benzoyl peroxide and salicylic acid. For most people, benzoyl peroxide works better. Now, you can find benzoyl peroxide in your cleanser, you can find it in moisturizer, or you can find it in spot treatment gel. That's where you put it on a pimple. You can also find salicylic acid in all of those different products. I would recommend getting a cleanser with benzoyl peroxide and a spot treatment or a gel with salicylic acid. I'd also recommend using a moisturizer with a little bit of salicylic acid in it. If that doesn't work, I would recommend going with a different ingredient called adapalene. If you've ever heard of Differin gel, the active ingredient in that is adapalene. And that works really well for a lot of people who don't find success with benzoyl peroxide and salicylic acid. But all these companies telling you that their exfoliant or their tea tree oil or their toner is going to clear up your acne, that's a lie. And acne, and it doesn't have, it's not about your diet, it's not about anything else. It's about your hormones and your genetics. And the only way to clear up acne is to use acne fighting ingredients. So that's what I would recommend. And yeah, everybody's skin is different, and it is subjective. But I've tried a lot of things. I have acne too, and as you can see, my skin is relatively clear right now, and it's because I have a skincare routine that works. And a big part of that is using adapalene. And you can go check out my skincare routine video that explains exactly what I do. Just block control real quick. All right. Brittany. I have a girlfriend. Thank you, though. Let's see, leather jacket. Yeah, I'll throw the leather jacket on again in a minute. You have to buy a certain shape, size sunglasses for a certain face shape. Go look at my sunglasses, how to choose sunglasses video. That will clear up the entire face shape argument. All right. Let's see here. You think it'd be a better first job, food store, mall department store? It depends what you want to do. I mean, if I was going to choose like a high school job now, knowing what I do now, I'd probably work at like Nordstrom or something. Do you know of any online stores that sell fashionable glasses, reading glasses? Warby Parker would be my #1 choice there. And if you want to support my work, you can go to that link. That's my Warby Parker affiliate link. I love Warby Parker. I have 2 pairs of their sunglasses, 1 pair of their regular glasses, and they're some of my favorites. All right. What is your advice on tailoring pants, shirts, suit jackets, blazers? Never been to the tailor. I have a post on themodestman.com called How to Find a Tailor. Go read that. It explains everything. I should do a video on it too, but yeah, I do have a post about it. So if you don't have a tailor, I know it can feel a little intimidating going through that process of finding a tailor, going to the tailor for the first time, but yeah, it's definitely worth it. All right, Tyrone. I want to say the style videos are the best. Don't worry about what people are saying. I think it's awesome. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that very much. Yeah, it does, whenever anybody says anything bad about your style on YouTube, it hurts a little bit, but then you're like, everybody's different. But yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't want to chase trends. I don't want to wear anything that's too flashy or trendy. So, but not saying that's wrong. That's just me. But I appreciate that, Tyrone. All right. Jonas, thanks for staying up, man. Forget the name of the podcast. Okay, the Buttoned Up Podcast. The Buttoned Up Podcast, and that's on iTunes and Stitcher and Google Podcasts or whatever it is, and it's on all that stuff, so you can check that out. That's the podcast I co-host with John Shanahan. All right, any advice on brands or shirts for bigger guys? Bigger how? Like bigger muscular or bigger like a few extra pounds? Because it would kind of depend on that. But you could always go made to measure. You could go custom. That's always a good choice for hard to fit body types. What other podcasts do you listen to that's not fashion related? So every morning I listen to The Daily by New York Times and Up First by NPR. That's kind of how I get my just news for the morning. I really like, there's so many good podcasts. I like Freakonomics a lot. I like Lore podcast. Yeah, listen to a lot of podcasts actually. A lot of different entrepreneurial ones. Tim Ferriss show, Smart Passive Income. I love podcasts, and I think it's like that because the thing is, video is great too, but with podcasts, you can have it on while you're doing something else, like while you're cleaning or driving somewhere or working out. So podcasts and audiobooks are some of my favorites. Who would you recommend that do great lookbooks? You know who does great lookbooks that doesn't get any attention because he's got a brand new channel? Gentleman Within. Run by my buddy Coy. He is a super fashionable dude. He's also a man of modest height. He's almost my exact build. He's probably maybe 10 pounds heavier, but he's a very trim guy. Probably about 5'6", and he has awesome style, and he has awesome videos. So seriously, go check out the Gentleman Within YouTube channel and subscribe because he's going to get big. If he keeps putting out videos like he is, he's going to get big. But he's got some awesome lookbook videos, really tight editing, cool music, and cool outfits. And he's also a shorter guy, so it's nice to that if it looks good on him, it's probably going to fit you too. Would you ever get a beige or red leather jacket? I don't think so. How about jeans or shorts for the skinny leg? I mean, almost every brand has like a skinny jean now. Shorts for really skinny legs, I would check out. On the high end, I would check out Outlier. On the low end, I would check out ASOS. ASOS skinny chino shorts. All right, Bradley, you're more muscular. You find a shirt that fits in the body is too tight in the shoulders. Yeah, so what I would do for you, I would get shirts that fit in the shoulders and then get darts put in the back. So get, if you go to the tailor and ask them for darts, they'll know what to do. You could also get them just taken in on the sides. Sometimes I'll get a shirt taken in and darts put in, and that'll usually give you that nice kind of tapered V. Because I have the same problem, just I'm not like bodybuilder muscular, but I do have a bigger chest than waist, and so a lot of shirts that fit in the shoulders, they're just too big around the waist. So anybody that has a drop, like 4, 5, 6 inch drop, you're gonna have that problem. You could also go made to measure, black lapel, blank label, Oliver Wicks. You can do that. So it's gonna take a little while to dial in your measurements, but once you do, you can just like print shirts. I have not seen Spider-Man yet. Eddie. Yeah, there might be like a delay or something. All right, let me throw on this leather jacket one more time for someone requested that they missed it. This is the Peter Manning leather jacket, just to show you again how it fits. And this is the style of leather jacket that I like. And this is pretty much how I think a leather jacket should fit. Just pick this up here. So I'm gonna wrap things up in a minute here. So go back to vlogging style for a second. Okay, so I can show you in the mirror. That might work better. Obviously, I wouldn't wear this with shorts, but that's about how it should fit. My arms are a tiny bit short for my build, so this is a Peter Manning size 1. And I think it fits really, really well, and I like the standing collar. So yeah, pretty nice. All right, let me just see if there's any last little comments from you guys. Which subscriptions? So long commute. Foot care, I have not done that yet. All right, I think that's about it. Oh wait, all right, I'll end with this one. I'm 5'6", by the way, in 5'6" in shoes. What do you say when people call you short? I mean, if people call me short, I'm like, you know, it's like Captain Obvious. I mean, that's just an observation, you know. Someone calls me short. Like sometimes, like a little kid, will be like, "You're short." I'm like, "Yes, I am," you know. Yeah, I usually just kind of brush it off or laugh or whatever. I mean, I don't know if someone's doing that. It depends who's doing it, but it's usually kind of like a little test to see, I don't know, how you respond. And so, yeah, I just wouldn't worry about it. But I will show. I'll do a closet video, but I don't have everything here yet. I still have most of my stuff back in my house, my actual home closet. So I don't really want to do that right now, but I will do that eventually once I have this place all built out and ready to go. But thanks for joining me, guys. I'm gonna let you go. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will see you on the next one. New video coming Tuesday, possibly a new video coming tomorrow as well, and new website coming in the next probably 24 to 48 hours. Brand new website. So, and this laptop stand, by the way, is from Grovemade. Grovemade. I think if you just Google Grovemade, it's GROVEMADE.com or something like that. Very cool. So, all right, guys, later.